Can you dig it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday night. Welcome to the Untethered podcast. I'm your host, Jake Johnson, and I am here to alleviate you of all of your suffering. No, wait a minute. That's the other job I do. I am here to make you laugh occasionally. There, that's the right script. What's going on, everybody? What's happening in your neck of the woods? How are things going where you are? I am cold. Isn't that amazing? I'm cold. I'm actually cold. I have an air conditioner, and I hope that you can't hear it. However, if you happen to be able to hear it, please let me know so I can turn it off promptly so it doesn't ruin the rest of the podcast. I don't know if you can hear it or not, though, but it's very close to my microphone, so I'm kind of concerned about it. Anyway, Diego, what's happening, my brother? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Here in Mexico, things are great. Well, things should be great. It's Mexico. What can't be great in Mexico? Forget that I asked that. It's been raining a lot. Yeah, it's been raining a lot here too, although it did not rain today that I know of. It didn't rain while I was out anyway. But I'm glad to see you here, and I'm glad you're having a good time. I have an air conditioner, and I'm not burning up right now. That's amazing. I'm so happy. The grass is green. The sky is blue. Girls are hot. Mexico. I might be moving down there shortly. Things keep going the way they're going in this country. I might be moving somewhere, but I'm thinking Poland. I mean, they're commies, but they know they are, so. Nice hot cup of coffee. Did I tell you I have an air conditioner? It's very cool in here right now. I'm loving it. Great Sky Troll, what's happening, my brother? Other brother. I figured I'd hear from you today. I purchased a Fethead. It should be here in the next 3 or 4 days. Nice hoodie. Thank you. I don't know if I can get it on. Hold on. There. How's that? Hey, man. Can I borrow $1? This is very uncomfortable. People with long hair shouldn't wear hoodies. But I'm wearing a hoodie because my air conditioner is kicking ass right now, and I'm enjoying it so much, immensely loving it. I gave at the office. You gave what at the office? What did I miss? Good to see you here. Nice hoodie. No, I didn't miss anything. Great to have Great Sky here with us. It's always great. Yes, it is. The man with the wrench. The man with the plan. No, I was doing a character. I didn't actually ask for $1. I look like a junkie. That's why I said that. Never mind. Thank you, sir. Yep. I had a pretty good day today. I slept late. I got an air conditioner installed. I went to town and cashed a check that I didn't think I was going to be able to cash. paid for my Fethead, which will be here in a few days, which will solve this problem. I will actually have volume then. Might be too loud, but not distorting and blaring, which is good. I don't want to distort and blare. I want to be heard clearly. Oh, and I got an awesome pair of motorcycle gloves in the mail today. They're tactical. They get 2 straps, and they're leather, and they're padded so that if I hit the pavement, it won't like skin my knuckles up real bad. I needed those. And I got a rain suit coming. At some point, it'll get here. I ordered one that had orange from here up, you know, kind of like a reflective material. And then he emailed me and said that he was out of them, that he was going to send it to me in black. So I don't get everything I want, but at least I won't be wet. So that's a big thing. I wanted it reflective because it's hard to see motorcycles in the rain, but whatever. You have some that match your chainmail? You have rain suit that matches chainmail? That's odd. God does bless us, Diego, every day. Well, he blesses me. I don't know if he's blessing you or not, but he blesses me. I assume he's blessing everyone else. I'd like to have some chain mail. Oh, tactical gloves. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Anyway, these I wish I'd have thought about bringing them in. I'd show them to you, but they're outside with my gear. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to get is a full face shield. That I'm looking for one that can be either half or full. You know, that I can take the face part off if I don't want to use it. I don't know if they make that or not, but I'm looking for it. And should they make it, I will buy it. And if they don't, then I'll just get one of those newfangled fancy black ones with the shiny 3-section visors. But I'm getting ready to do some recording on the motorcycle. So I've gotten some cameras ordered that are going to allow me to do that. See, I tried already, and I lost one camera, and the other camera that was facing me was just wavy like this. It just had ripples in it. So, you know, it didn't take to the vibration very well. So I went ahead and ordered some you know, stunt cameras that are made for that. So maybe it won't be a problem. And then I'll be able to do some ride-alongs with you guys, and that's going to be real fun. We just have to decide on a destination now. First time, I'm just going to ride around. If I do it after that, we'll probably go somewhere special, like maybe Cape Hatteras, and look at the big lighthouse or something. We'll do something sweet. Either way, my goal is to produce content that you actually want to see. So if you have any suggestions, shout it out. And you know I'll do it. How is the air conditioner? Is anybody hearing that? Is it okay? Is my noise suppression working? Or does it sound like I'm in a fish aquarium, or what's going on? Tell me what it sounds like. Because it's pretty loud here. 5 out of 5. Really? You don't hear the air conditioner at all? That's sweet. It's right there. That means my noise compression is working. Noise suppression. It's a little crispy. What do you mean by crispy? You mean that the highs are too high? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean that you can actually hear other sound other than me? Like if there's a noise floor like underneath my voice, like a shh. Is there something like that going on? So the highs are too high. Well, let me see if I can fix that. Let's see. Let's do some real-time editing here. See what happens. Nope. I don't want that. Let's open up the equalizer. And let's roll off the highs and see what happens. I'm going to roll off the highs now, and you tell me if it sounds better. All right. The highs have been rolled down. There are no highs in the audio now. What does it sound like to you? Check. Sounds exactly the same to me. I can't hear a difference. I love knights and kings and queens and swords and shields. I'm a medieval history fan. Well, that's pretty sweet. Huh? Say Charlie shot chocolate. Charlie shot chocolate. But I love ancient history even more. Yes, we know that you do, Diego. It sounds the same. I can't tell a difference either, but according to my equalizer, I have 0 highs left. Let me try changing the mid-range a little. Check. Only if I go to the extreme can I even tell a difference. So I guess we'll just have to live with it if it's not too annoying. Check it. 1, 2. Let me pull back on the volume a little. Diego, tell us something that you might know about the medieval times, because I'm kind of interested in that world too. 0 highs left. That's correct. We're talking about equalizer audio stuff. It's fine. Yeah, I'll work when I get my Fethead. That's when we'll see a difference. Yes, I don't believe in prehistory. I don't think it happened. I think the hint is in the name, prehistory, meaning it was before history started. So there's nothing there. The father of Europe. The feudal system. What do you know about medieval plumbing? Because I find it fascinating that people shit in the woods for 200 years. But 100 years before the medieval times, they had aqueducts and hot baths in Rome and had plumbing into people's houses and even had toilets of sorts. And then 100 years later, it's like they forgot that they knew how to do that, and everybody just lived by fire and shit in the woods. It is twisted by evolutionists to try to discredit sacred scripture. But you see, I think that dinosaurs and man have always lived side by side, and I think that they died out over being hunted. And the flood probably killed the rest of them. I think whatever big animals were alive on this planet died during the flood, and they didn't come back. Because after the flood, the atmosphere was different, and they couldn't have survived even if they did survive, because they wouldn't have been able to breathe. The whole volume to air ratio. The city of Bath was completely abandoned and rebuilt afterwards and named Bath because of the Roman bath still there today. Yes. But see, my point is that they had aqueducts. They mastered plumbing in Rome. They had hot water. They had hot water baths, and they had water that could run uphill and piped into houses. They used terracotta pipes instead of bronze or iron or galvanized steel like we do today. They made pipes out of wood and terracotta. But they had pipes, and they had valves, and they had 90s and 45s and all of that good stuff. And then after Rome fell, 100 years later came the medieval period, which lasted for 400 years. That's with the knights and the castles and the dragons and the wizards and all that stuff. That happened after Rome fell, 100 years after. Then they just lived by fire. They didn't have any running water whatsoever. Not to speak of, they might have had the water wheel where they could paddle water out of the river, but that was it for 400 years. It's like they just forgot all about all the technology that they had. You could take a valve from Rome and take it to Ace Hardware and put it next to a valve of modern times, and they look the same. They even got the same dimensions. They do the same job. So they figured that out a long time ago. This isn't new technology. And lead pipes, you're right. But they made their pipes in Rome out of wood and terracotta. And you can still find them there today. Most people don't know what they're looking at when they find them, because it's just like clay, and, you know, it's very crudely formed, but it is a pipe. And they also had the aqueducts, you know, the famous one, and they had many other ones too, where they would move water across deserts and across valleys and up mountains. They were pretty smart in the Roman era. I just find it fascinating that they forgot, or they just didn't teach anybody how to do it. I guess they knew and they didn't share that information. And it makes you wonder how many other times in history something like that may have occurred, where they got to a certain level technologically and then over time forgot about it. I'll give you an example. It happened in modern times. And this is if you believe they did it. I don't know that I do or don't. I'm not taking a stance. But in the 60s, they invented rockets and went to the moon on a Saturn V rocket in a little crackhead tree fort that you can see today. It was quite comical. Anyway, then they forgot how to make rockets. They have scientists in NASA 5 years ago, a guy named Don Pettit, saying, we would go to the moon in a nanosecond, but we don't have the technology to do so. We used to, but that technology was destroyed and we don't know how to build it back. Well, how do you not know how to build it? Y'all figured out how to make rockets. How can you not make another one? How can you not just go down to a rocket junkyard, get a rocket engine, and reverse engineer it and figure out how they did it? Apparently, it's more complicated than that. Apparently, those old guys in the 60s knew some shit that the new guys don't know. And they didn't write anything down or keep any records. Do you believe that? Also, when they went to the moon, the most advanced thing mankind has ever done, they lost all the telemetry and all the record keeping, all the information that they gleaned from going to the moon. We're talking a metric ton of tapes gone. Nobody knows where they're at. They vanished. They're not in a golden vault in the Smithsonian anywhere. They're not on display at PBS headquarters. They're gone. They don't have it. They couldn't tell you what they learned from going to the moon. They didn't learn anything. They picked up some rocks and came back. That's it. Think about it. Just think about it for a minute. Just let go of your programming. Just think about it. They made a phone call to Richard Nixon from the surface of the moon in real time. They did not take a subspace amplifier with them or any other technology that would allow them to make a landline phone call, but they made one from the surface of the moon. I don't know. I'm thinking there's some fuckery afoot. No, really, this is what I think. This is my official position on the whole shebang. I think this. I think that the reason for going to the moon was a response to the Cold War. I think they were in a rush to try to get it done before Russia could do it. I think that it was a military operation because it was the Air Force who produced NASA, and the people that ran NASA were of military ilk in those days. And I think if they in fact went to the moon, you never saw it. I think what they showed you on television was a complete fabrication. I think it was all lies. I think all the pictures and all of the information that was given to the public at the time, because it was done live. They filmed it and produced it, well, basically live. It was like had an hour or two delay because they sent the signal to NASA, and then NASA let all the news stations film their video, which was being projected onto a wall. So they were filming it from a wall, which is why it looked so grainy on television. And also it had to go through several different relays as it went across the world, like down to Australia, and then it was propagated to other places. So the point is I think what the public saw was a complete fabrication. I think it was a top secret mission. I don't think they would have shown anybody, because what if they'd have flown up there and they all died? They wouldn't have wanted that on national television. You know, they had no idea what they were getting into, so I think they faked it. I think that's the big secret, that they faked what you saw. I think they went, I just don't think we saw it. That's my official position. And they may not have went in 69. They may have faked it then and went in the 80s. I don't know. All I know is I know we have the technology to do such a thing. All I know is that when they put it on national television while they were doing it, I don't believe that was the real thing you were seeing, or even the real astronauts. I think the people that were selected, Buzz Aldrin and all them guys, were probably just figureheads that was the face of the operation. I don't think they actually went, and if they did, it wasn't what you saw on television. When else have they ever broadcast a top secret mission on national television? They don't do that. The Army's kind of funny that way. So I kind of think that it was pageantry. And also, they wanted to make sure the whole world saw it so that they would buy it hook, line, and sinker, namely Russia, who were trying to get there before them. So it just seemed a little too convenient. Also, if you do any research into the amount of effort they put into going, they blew up like 30 rockets. The first one that worked, there were men on it. So they didn't have any successful tests. I mean, they built the Saturn V and they shot it off with men on it. The ones that they tested all blew up. You're just a crisis actor. I just crisis actored NASA. I think it's possible, man. There's definitely something strange about that story, and I'm not, as a person who likes the idea of technology and who likes science fiction and all that stuff, I'm not prepared to say we didn't go to the moon. I don't want to say that. But there's something really weird about the whole situation there. There's too many coincidental things that just happened to pop up. They couldn't foresee certain things at that time. Like in those days, they could not have predicted Photoshop, or the fact that everyone would have a laptop in their house and everyone could examine those photos in detail, up close, HD. They couldn't have predicted that. So they wouldn't have known to build that in, you know. They couldn't have predicted that you could pause a video and then zoom into it or read its metadata or something like that. They couldn't have known that because they didn't have anything like that in those days. And neither did the public. They never even would have considered the public to have that kind of access. That was restricted for the most advanced people in the media business. And at that time, media was quite serious about itself. Nobody could have predicted the internet. Nobody could have predicted YouTube. So when you go looking at the things that they sent up there and the things that they built, it just seems weird. It really does. It seems kind of fake. Just look at the lunar lander, man. Go to NASA's website right now, nasa.gov, and look at the photographs and find a picture of the lunar lander, the one they said they rode on to the moon, and zoom in on it. And when you realize that you're looking at curtain rods and felt paper that's duct taped together, you will start to question reality a little bit. That lunar lander looks like a crackhead built a tree fort. That's what it looks like. And they took 2 cars to the moon on that thing. Where'd they put it? I know that they folded up and were buckled into the side somehow, but 2 cars they took to the moon on that lunar lander with 3 astronauts, actually. One of them stayed in the pod and the other 2 went down to the surface. Gold foil treehouse. Have you seen it up close? Do you know what I'm talking about? The thing looks weird. It looks like you could put your finger right through it, through the side of it. And people were standing inside of it. They couldn't even sit down. They had to stand up inside of it the whole way. So it's just, I don't know, man. I don't think that was real. I really don't. I think that you probably never seen what they actually went to the moon in. It's probably in Area 51. That's probably where the set is, where they filmed all that stuff. Which is probably why they won't let anybody go in there. And they make up all these stories about UFOs. But now they're doing this new thing about UFOs, and the government's getting in on the act, and I don't know what to think about that, because there are no such thing as aliens. And if there are aliens, they have no interest in us. I promise. So what do you think about that? What do you think about all the new UFO sightings, or whatever they're calling them now? Aerial phenomena. I think it's hocus pocus. Where's April and Kev at tonight? It's not like them to miss a show. There's 4 people here watching on a Wednesday. I wish I could sing. If there's anybody just joining us that is not familiar with the story, I lost my voice because I got COVID about a year ago, and I had some lung damage due to it. I survived just fine. As you see, I'm not dead, but it did take my voice away, and I have not fully recovered yet, if ever. Which is why I'm at this current moment in time playing drums in a rock and roll band, because I can't sing. But I will try to do a little something for you. Hear that guitar all right? It's a little tinny. Diego, where'd you go, man? Thought you were going to tell us some stuff about medieval times. Tell us about some warlords, some vassal peasants. I just dropped my pick in the hole. I hate it when that happens. Play that funky music, white boy. His eyes are cold and restless. His wounds have almost healed. She gave half of Texas to change the way it feels. She knows his love's in toss-up. She knows he's gonna go. Well, it ain't no woman in flesh and blood. It's that damn no rodeo. Wolves and blood. It's the dust and mud. It's the roar of a Sunday crowd. It's the white and the knuckle, the gold and the buckle. He'll win the next go round. It's boots and chaps, cowboy hats, spurs and let it go. It's the ropes and the reins and the joint of pain, and they call the thing a rodeo. She does her best to hold him when his love comes to call. She knews him in control, the man, her back's against the wall. So long, girl, I'll see you, and it's time for him to go. What a woman wants her cowboy like he wants his rodeo. Oh, it's bulls and blood, it's the dust and mud, it's the roar of a Sunday crowd. The white and the knuckle, the gold and the buckle, he'll win the next go round. It's boots and chaps, it's cowboy hats, spurs and let it go. It's the ropes and the reins and the joint of pain, and they call the thing a rodeo. It's the bronze and the blood, it's the steers and the mud, and they call it their rodeo. A little Garth Brooks song for you. How you doing? Everybody having a good time so far? Great Sky Troll, tell me what it's all about, man. Did I get shut down by the big NASA? Is nobody with me anymore? Did everybody leave? Only one person left, unfortunately. Oh well. That's to be expected when you go to talking about the moon landing being faked. People get freaked out. They don't know how to handle that kind of stuff. I won't tell them the earth is flat this program. Seriously, where'd everybody go? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at a shoe, and up from the ground come a bubbling goo. All that is black gold Texas tea. Well, I had a nice day off today, and I got to go back to work tomorrow. Make some more t-shirts. Make some more money. Buy some more things for the podcast. I hope you guys are enjoying what I've built. I wonder where April is at tonight. There's a Diego. I also learned about many interesting wars in the Middle Ages. I'm not too big on wars. There's a couple that I'm interested in, but for the most part, I've seen it, I've heard it, I've done it, bought the t-shirt. I'm not real big on it because of all the death. It's not really me. But I am very fascinated in like medieval kings and the moving of power and that sort of thing. So if you have any Byzantine information or any Middle Ages information, I would be much interested in hearing about it. Maybe we can have a convo on the deets. See, I'm cool. I can talk like the millennials. Great Scott, did you leave us? By the way, you can't pay attention to anything I say. I'm an entertainer. My main goal is to be interesting. So, some of the things I say I don't actually believe. You ought to know that. It's a comedy thing. What do you know about Arthur, the legends of Arthur? There's 3 main sources for those legends, depending on who you are and what part of the world you're from. One takes precedent over the other, and they're all interesting. Like one doesn't have the Merlin character in it, and one doesn't have the Lancelot character in it. And the other one, or the third one, depicts Arthur as a real being, a real person who lived. And some people say they found his burial site. So maybe he was a real person. Maybe the idea of Camelot was a real thing. I think it borderlines on mimicking Christianity to some degree, and you can see some details in there that are parallel. And I think that may be the point of the story. What say you out there in internet land? What interesting details have you to glean from this topic? My ear is itching and I don't know why. Maybe somebody's talking about me. Here's an old Hank Williams Jr. song for you guys. I kicked the habit of smoking back some time ago. And I tried the hard stuff, but I had to let all that go. And I use lifesavers to help me get off cigarettes. But you know, for your love, I ain't found lifesaver yet. cold turkey without even one kiss a day. Hey, there's a Kevin. And old habits like you are hard to break. Old habits like you are hard to break. In love with someone new is so hard to make. I have grown used to you and all of your ways. And old habits like you are hard to break. There you go, little Hank Jr. for you. Whet the appetite just a little. Oh, what a wonderful day it is. Oh, what a wonderful day. I love it when a plan comes together. Among my favorite wars in ancient history is the Second Punic War between Rome and Carthage, fought between 223 and 186 BC. Hey, Kev, what are you guys out doing tonight? I thought y'all weren't going to show up. That's lovely. Where's April at tonight? This is what $20 looks like rolled up in tobacco. This is a very nice, very expensive cigar. It's a gift. She's getting pizza. Pizza. I'd like to have some pizza. Send me a piece of pizza. I want some pizza. I was at the jail. He's in the jailhouse now. What were you doing at the jail? I'm guessing not being in jail. I hadn't seen you guys since y'all went to the casino the other night. I don't think. I guess I did Sunday or Monday. Monday, yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. I get confused easily. I'm old and senile. You got some bourbon. I got the cigar. Sorry I'm late. Hey. Hey, April. Good to see you. Tasty. What would you guys like to hear tonight? Anything in particular? I'm in a playing mood. remember Hannibal, one of the greatest military comrades in history. I remember Hannibal, who ran the A-Team, who loved it when a plan came together. Pina colada wrapped up in you, or an original, anything. I love it. Oh, thank you. Well, hello. It's good to hear from you. Yeah, the kids are fine and they really miss you. Little Bobby asked about you today. He said, Daddy, when's Mama coming home to stay? I don't know what to tell him anymore. It's been kinda hard since you walked out the door. And you say you don't know what I need and what I don't. I don't need nothing, but I can tell you what I want. I want you to send our kids off in the morning. I want you to make my coffee when they're gone. I wanna make love to you, babe, in the evening. But most of all, I just want you to come back home. Cindy's prom is coming up in a week now, and I don't know how to fit her for a dress. And there's some things a mom's just supposed to know how, and some things a man just don't know, I guess. Ain't it funny how life will turn on you now? It can change and you won't see why. And you said you'll never know what I need and what I don't. I don't need nothing, but I can tell you what I want. I want you to send our kids off in the morning. I want you to make my coffee when they're gone. I wanna make love to you, girl, in the evening. Most of all, I just want you to come back home. Most of all, I just want you to come back home. Another Saturday morning, she wakes me up at dawn. Moves her fill my coffee cup, but in a minute I'll be gone. I tell her she's beautiful, but my words are nothing new. See, lately I've been playing a game, treating her just like my fool. If heartaches were pennies, she'd be a millionaire. She laughed and cried and called me names, but it won't get her anywhere. But I've decided that this is it, last time I do her wrong. One last weekend rendezvous, and then I'm coming home. But if she knows she's fooling me, she's never but she knows the taste of wine. If she knows she's fooling me this time, I guess I put her to it. Yeah, finally ran her down. And now she's out there somewhere, turning her life around. I don't think she's coming home after what I put her through. But I know that she still loves me, and I still love her too. If she knows she's fooling me. She's never heard my song, but she hums a melody. She never had a drink, but she knows the taste of wine. If she knows she's fooling me, if she knows she's fooling me, if she knows she's fooling me this time. There you go. There's a couple of originals for you. Right off the old block. Finish up with coffee. There goes that. That's so big I can barely suck on it. What did he say? Ah. You're welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you having a good time on this Wednesday? I am cold because I have an air conditioner, and it's awesome. Thank you. My sister brought it to me today, and I put her in and turned her on, and I've been in here ever since. I'm picking up pizza. I wish I'd have thought about getting some pizza today, but I didn't think about it. I was too busy enjoying the cool air, because it gets awful hot in this room. Awful hot. So as I was saying, I do have a Fethead on the way. I ordered it day before yesterday. That will eliminate this issue with my microphone being so low volume. It will fix that problem. And then I'll be able to actually sound good. I also got some cameras on the way, some action cameras, some sport cameras that are made for jostling about. And that way I'll be able to film some ride-alongs. And we might do something sweet, like go to Cape Hatteras and look at the big lighthouse or something. We'll do something. First time, we'll just ride around and make sure it works. But after that, we'll plan a destination and go riding. Do something fun. Have a road trip podcast. What'd he say? I'm surprised y'all can't hear that air conditioner. It's like right there. It's very loud. And I'm glad that it sounds okay. I was concerned about that. I was afraid I'd have to cut it off when I did the podcast, but sounds like it's working out. I had a lovely day off today, and I go back to work tomorrow. Make some more t-shirts. Fun. And what have you guys been doing? Diego, tell us about the battle. I've been killing time waiting for you to write it out, and you hadn't said nothing yet. Are you going to share it with us? Or you already did. Hold on. Let me scroll up. I missed it, I guess. Hannibal was one of the ones who crossed the Alps with elephants in his army. Yeah, I know all about that guy. He was Rome's worst nightmare. Was he worse than the nomads that came in and sacked Rome? I don't know if he was their worst nightmare. He defeated the Romans in many battles, the most famous being the Battle of Canu. Is that Cain or Canu? I can't tell. In 216 BC. That's interesting. BC. Now, was that before or after the Vikings came in and pillaged and plundered and maimed and raped and put big hickeys on all the fair maidens? Yow, it's Eric the Awful. Old Eric the Awful. Ruthless and tenacious. Lacking all social graces. You can run, but you cannot hide. Subtle as a chainsaw. You ever heard that song? That's an interesting song. Fearty, 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 which is Viking for yow! It's Eric the Awful. He's gonna rape and maim and pillage and plunder and put big hickeys on all the fair damsels. Yeah! Well, it's nice to know that you have a sense of humor anyway. I am losing people. There's only 2 people watching. There started out being 6. What happened? Where'd everybody go? Am I just not having a good time tonight? Is that what it is? Am I not interesting enough? I think it'd be all right. I can't read the Bible every day. I mean, I can, but it would be impetuous. I'll just sit here and look pretty and smoke on this cigar. Very nice. This is a very expensive cheroot of some sort. It's a lovely, foreign, nice gift, nice gesture. I don't smoke them very often, but occasionally I like to have one. They stink up the whole place. They're horrible, but they taste wonderful. It's like, I don't know what to compare it to, but something that tastes really good that smells bad. That's why God invented air freshener. I don't know where did they all go. They just disappeared on me. That's okay. Can't win them all. We've had several pretty good podcasts in a row, so it's pretty normal that they might want to bail. I'm actually surprised y'all have hung on as long as you have. And I thank you. And I promise to keep putting out A1 good stuff. But Wednesday's all about chilling out. It's all about relaxing. We're just here to be together. Don't have to say anything. Don't have to be funny. Of course, you know, I can't help myself sometimes, but it's all about relaxing. That's why I call it the chill stream. It's the middle of the week. Everybody's getting geared up for the weekend coming around the corner and putting behind them the beginning of the week. It's the perfect middle point to just sit down for a minute, take a breath, listen to the fire crackle, and talk about whatever ails you. Which I immensely enjoy doing. You guys are my best friends. I wouldn't have anything if I didn't have you. I would just be, if it wasn't for the podcast, I would just be sitting here thinking. And that can be a scary thing. So, thank you. With a little celebratory puff. The guy at the store said this was his best seller. That means that there's a lot of people out there enjoying the same cigar that I'm enjoying. It tastes good too. Got a good leafy tobacco-y taste. I think he said it was from Belize or something like that. Who knows? Came in on a camel. That's enough of that. All right. So, I got some new cameras. Let me see what I got here for you. What I can show off. I got this little baby. This is an action cam. This is going to go on my gas tank facing me. And it'll get the face. Obviously, I've got this nice DGX camera here. HD and operational. I've got a Cobra. Nice. But here's the piece de la resistance, the Canon. This is the most expensive camera I have. Very nice. This is for filming the good stuff. And then there's this little baby. Look at that. Nice digital camera. This is for action shots outward. So this will be on a tripod mounted to the back of my motorcycle facing to the west. Or something like that. Why are you smoking that crap? That crap is a $10 cigar. A $20 cigar. It's not crap. It's delicious. It's a very well-made cigar. Yep, that's all the cameras I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 of them so far. Crap. What's wrong with you? That's the stuff that the rich people smoke on. I can't afford the good cigars, but that's a nice little treat. Occasional. I don't smoke them very often, but when I do, I like a good one. I don't drink. I gotta do something. Wowee, she says. And by the way, you should try it. You'd like it. If you're a smoker. Awesome. I had a lighter. Where did it go? There it is. There it is. It's like champagne, you know. Every now and then you like to have a glass of champagne to celebrate. Kevin's got enough cigars to last the last time. I swear to God, I'm not playing. Wow. My phone died, but I'm back, says Kevin. Welcome back. Well, if you got any nice cigars, you have to send me one. I'd like to have a Cuban, a real one. But this is a really nice one. I forget the name brand of it, but it was $20, so it's in the middle. Okay, Kev. She told you. No cigars for you? You don't even want to try one? Don't knock it till you tried it. Just take a couple puffs off of it and chew on it a little bit. You'll see why we like it. It's about the flavor. It's like adult gum. Yeah. Not really. But it does have a good flavor. And anyway, it was a gift, so I would never splurge on something like that for myself, but when other people offer, I tend to say yes. And it's nice. It's a nice gesture. All cigars don't taste and smell like cat piss, April. Some of them are very pleasurable. Some of them do smell like cat piss, though. And I've had a couple of those, and they are gross. But this one is not gross. This one's very nice. Very mild and flavorful. It's got a lot of flavor. Sticks with you. You got to be a man to enjoy a cigar, baby. No, you don't. I've seen girls smoke cigars. Some of them smoke them more than I do. The girls like those ones with the little wooden tips on them, though. Yeah, some of them do smell bad. This one doesn't smell so bad, though. I mean, it's got a smell. You can smell it. It's different than a cigarette, but it's not very strong and overpowering. I've had some that you can't be in the room with it. Got to go outside to smoke it because it'll stake up the room and then it stays there for hours and hours and hours. I don't like those cigars. But I would like a nice big old fat Cuban cheroot. That would be lovely. What kind of cigars does Kevin smoke? I'm just assuming he smokes cigars. I don't know that he does, but he drinks bourbon and they kind of go hand in hand. Nice. I added a nice little couch to my furniture ordeal. Now I've got a nice antique couch to go with my antique chair and my antique chest of drawers. And I got a few antique tables to go along with it. It's going to be very lovely in here when I'm done. I'll send pictures, or I'll take pictures. I might do a video of furnishing the house. I think you'll enjoy it. You like nub cigars, Monte Cristo, torpedoes, and many more. You see, that's the thing. I don't smoke enough cigars to know what brands are good, you know. This one was his best seller, so I picked it just on popularity. But again, it's not one of the expensive ones. It's kind of in the middle. But I've never had a Monte Cristo or a nub cigar. I don't know what that is. But I'll try it. I'll try anything once. But I'm just not familiar with the branding. I don't know what's a good brand or where they're made at. All I know is that I've never smoked a Cuban, and I hear they are the bee's knees. So I'd like to have a Cuban once. But there was an embargo on Cuban stuff for a while. I don't know if there still is or not, but for a while you couldn't buy anything from Cuba. It was illegal. And so if you had a Cuban, it was smuggled in. But I think maybe Obama might have done away with the embargo. I'm not real sure. Or Trump or somebody. Don't make much sense after Fidel Castro died to keep doing that. So you never know. Old Fidel. He was an infidel. Well, it's a little bit early, but I think I'm going to call it a night and watch some news and go to bed because I got to get up early in the morning. And nobody's really excited to be here anyway. But we're all back up to 4 people, so I might stick around a little while. Anybody got anything exciting to talk about? Any interesting news? While I put away my cameras. Camera bag. It's very protective. There's straight hair bugging me. It's not bugging me anymore. You got pizza. What kind of pizza did you get? Tell me it has no pineapples on it. Or anchovies. Yuck. I don't understand why people put things like that on a pizza. I think it should just have pepperoni and cheese, and that should be a national law. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, I had a hacker hack into my Facebook account. Was messaging some girl. I caught him doing it today. I had to go in and change my passwords. But if you happen to get any strange messages from me on Facebook, it's not me. Just ask them a question only I would know, like, what do I do on Sunday's podcast or something like that. And you'll find out it's not me. Just ask them what I do on Sunday and see what they say. Say, what are you doing on Sunday? watching TV. That's not me. But the good news is it may have put me in touch with a girl that I hadn't talked to in a while. That's a possibility. I'm fixing to be driving. But anyways, it's pepperoni and cheese. Yes! And I got onions on it. And then I got a small cheese. And I got some wings and some salads. Yes, wings. Very good. I love hot wings. I might go to Hooters tomorrow and get some real hot wings. You got me liking, desiring hot wings now. And yes, Hooters makes the best hot wings. And yes, it's because they have titties. But, yeah, I think pepperoni and cheese is all you need on a pizza. I don't like sausage, and I don't like bell peppers, and I don't like pineapple and anchovies and anything else you put on a pizza. I just like pepperoni and cheese. That's plenty good enough. Hey, you can put more kinds of cheeses, you know. Not just one, not just provolone, but you could put some other stuff on there too. That's good. And put some mozzarella in the crust. Be delicious. Salad, though, I don't know if that goes well with a pizza. I guess it would because of the ranch dressing, but I mean, if you're into ranch dressing. But hot wings and pizza, that's a good snack right there. I went to Burger King yesterday and spent way too much money. But I didn't eat today at all, I don't think. I guess that's a tomorrow thing. I guess I forgot about it. I don't have anybody around keeping me in line, making me eat every day, so I forget. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you on Friday. I'm gonna call her a night and go to bed. Kind of tired. Not very talkative today. You too? I understand. But I played you a couple songs, and we talked about some good stuff, so it wasn't a total wash. Pretty decent Wednesday, if you ask me. Nice fire. It's over here. I always forget which side is which. That's the right side, that's the left side. It's opposite for me. Because I'm facing you. And anyway, hopefully in the very near future we'll have a ride-along video and also a music video I'm working on. So you'll see that in the near future. I'm going to film a whole band, but every member is going to be me. When you see that, you're going to trip out. You're like, how did he do that? Camera tricks. And a lot of work. Take care of yourselves and each other. Take a moment and share good news with somebody. Just go up to somebody you've never met before and say hi. See where it takes you. Be a yes person. Take a week of your life and just say yes to everything that's questioned of you. Every opportunity, say yes. Somebody wants you to go out, say yes. Just say yes to everything and see where it takes you. It's an amazing world we live in. There's a lot of great things going on. The only thing keeping you from being part of it is you. Go out and have a good time. Explore. Have a goal in mind. Create something new. Put something in the world that wasn't there yesterday. See what happens. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to leave a legacy of some kind. Because you never know. Might be tomorrow, might be the last day. You never know. You're never promised a tomorrow. So, always make sure your day is as full as it can be. And you'll never regret yourself. Have a good night. I love you with all my heart, and I will see you on Friday. Friends and family, I bid you adieu.